Hey, Nick.
Hey, Chase.
It's that time again.
What time is it?
Time for
Fuck This Place! Mark, I apologize. I had a Gmail address from you originally, what we sent it to.
Oh, really? Shit,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah,
No,
I had
it's all
like
good.
12.
It's important to have multiple emails. You know, you got to have emails.
Gotta have the burner.
The poor
you
man's
know?
burner.
You
phone.
got to have
Yeah.
the burner. Yeah.
Gotta have the burner.
I got an old Yahoo. It's like
Really?
like monkey butt 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
And anytime
that
I'm
GeoCities?
yeah. Anytime anyone's like, this guy, you know, people who do like marketing and, you know, like, oh, well, you got to get your email. Like, absolutely. You got it, bud. Here's Eat My Ass 69. How about Never Fucking Bother Me Again 46 at Hotmail?
How about forwarded to spam at Hotmail?
Oh man,
What's good, homies? How are you doing? Do we
Doing-
want to? My bad.
right now we're just hanging out. I was gonna just intro us, Chase, because my honest personal question for Mark has to do with his intro. So
Okay, great. Well, then I should introduce the podcast. Welcome to Fuck This Place, the podcast about jobs with Chase and Nick. My name is Chase.
my name is Nick, and with us today, another fantastic guest. I think he's probably like one of the hottest comics like in LA right now. Every time I see you, you're just crushing and crushing and crushing. You're on all the shows, so you're killing it. He's also the host of Country Club Adjacent, a golf comedy podcast. You can catch him on his Twitch channel at Mark Smalls Live. With us today, the awesome Mark Smalls. Mark, how are you doing?
What's up, homie? How you doing? I
I'm
love
doing-
that intro, bro.
Yeah, of course, brother. My question
I
for you,
haven't done a show in a couple of weeks, so I'm like,
They
damn,
don't know
is LA
that.
bad?
They don't know
like
that.
that's what.
I just feel like we know each other through Steve Fury.
Yes.
I think we met at a taco crawl with him. And
Yeah.
But every time I either have a show with you or I've seen you on shows, you're just killing it, dude.
I've been fortunate, dude. I've been blessed with a couple of good gigs since I've been down here. It's
Nice.
definitely not as much as I'm used to. But you know, I've only been here for a little bit, so I can't complain.
No, you're killing it, dude. My question for you is, you're legit? You're a golf guy?
I'm a legit golf guy. Yes, I am.
Oh, right on. You play?
Yes, I do.
I-
That wouldn't be legit if I was bullshit.
Yeah, you didn't say
I just
if he was just like
watch
a
it.
fan. I don't know.
I mean,
Look,
it is pretty
I'm a
hardcore. I want to
fucking-
say, if there's someone out there who does just watch golf and never plays, that's a very hardcore golf fan.
Yeah, that's
Because it's very,
weird.
I would imagine it's a very difficult game to appreciate without your own emotional frustrations
Yeah.
and blockages sort of
appreciation of
expressed
tips.
on the players. Yeah.
I know I always want to ask that because there's always a few random comics we get that play golf and they never know each other.
Mhm.
Like I have like
That's true.
friends, Jake Solomon, one of my best friends in comedy, he's always looking for comics to play golf with.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Tell
Yeah.
him to hit us up. Tell him to
Yeah.
hit me up.
TK Kelly is another comic is always looking for comimics to play golf with. It's
Yeah, they're
just-
very lonely people. Comedians
Yeah,
who play
so-
golf.
It's
golf,
it's a
anyway.
weird sport.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna build a team. I'm gonna build a team via my podcast.
Yeah. We're going to put like an Avengers level sort of golf. Maybe in comedy, but in golf, they're going to be pretty regular. They're going to be, you know, par at best, you know, some of them.
Right.
But as far as the jokes go, you know,
Dynamite.
through the-
Oh, birdies and eagles all day.
Mhm.
But
You,
I like how Chase had no idea where to take that analogy to. Like,
Yeah.
as far as
I've been
that,
to
it's
putt
like,
putt.
you
I've been to
know,
putt putt. There's a par, and
a
that's
hole
the end
in
of the list.
one.
Mhm. And a
Are
free
you,
prize.
Are
Everybody
you
gets
good, Mark?
prizes in what's up?
Are you good, Mark? Are you like?
Am I
would you
good?
say-
I'm better than like I'm above average, I would say.
Okay.
I'm not like they call people that are like really good. They call them sticks. I'm not a
Ooh.
stick, but I'm definitely not a hack, right?
Got it.
Like,
Okay.
I can get down. The buddies that I play with that we started a podcast together. They're good. Well, they can hit the ball really far.
They're sticks, is what you're telling me.
They're sticks. Like you know, they've
Through
been
and
playing
through.
pretty much their whole life. I picked the game up pretty late. I didn't start playing until I was like 20, 21.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
kind of like just as like something to do after work with a buddy.
Mhm.
Got it.
Mhm.
When I got down here, we linked up and did like a big golf trip, and it turned into a podcast. And now we're really doing it, man. It's a lot of fun.
Golfing and potting.
It's pretty crazy. Have you guys never played?
I've played like maybe 3 times. I've gone to the just like the driving range, and then I've played Top Golf in Las Vegas, and that's as far as it's gone for me.
There you go. There you go. Top Golf is dope, dude. Love it.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
I've been
Real
to
drunk people out there.
I've been to a couple of Pirates Cove, Myrtle Beach putt-putts, you know?
Oh.
Sucks to be there every year, bro. I love Myrtle Beach.
My little sister got a hole in one on the 18th hole and got
There
like a free slushy. So
Nice.
but that wasn't me that got it. It was her. So yeah, and I think one time I putted like in front of like a golf store, you know, they have like one of those little greens and you can putt around. I was like, well, all right. So
yeah, especially on those, they you can make everything too. Because they want you to buy the putter. So
that's
they
just make
the
a
conspiracy
really
theory,
gentle
everything's
cone.
beveled. Yeah.
Oh. Man,
Fucking assholes.
See, we're breaking.
Well, I'll
this
be
golf
honest.
thing
I don't
open.
even think I got it in super good there. So one of the many reasons why I should.
Man, that's a
golf.
bummer.
Yeah. So the short answer is no, but I'll tell you what, if there's more slushies involved, I could be persuaded for another round of Pirates Cove, so to speak. Mark, we actually should jump into our first segment. Our first segment that we do on every podcast is a segment we call Fuck This Place ? Where we decide if we would work somewhere or not. So we actually pulled up some East Bay, not all East Bay, but East Bay Craigslist posts. You're from Walnut Creek originally, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 3 titles to three Craigslist posts. I'm going to read the titles and we're going to pick one that's like for sure. We're not even going to look at that. Fuck this place. And we'll look at the 2, decide if we would work there or not. Make sense?
Gotcha.
Cool. So title number 1 is free dash curious about ayahuasca, but afraid to try ? Number 2 is need skate filmers. Pretty cool guy is my guess. Number 3 is learn a new skill from the world's best. So which one out of the 3 is definitely not clicking? The world's best, the skate filmers, or the ayahuasca curious?
Definitely not clicking is world's best.
Okay.
That's definitely not clicking for me because anytime I hear world's best, I know you're bullshitting.
Absolutely not the world's best.
Yeah.
You're 100%, I could say without a doubt, you are not the world's best at whatever the hell you just called yourself the world's
That's
best.
correct. And well, and also like, even if you were the best, what are you doing on Craigslist?
Right.
Yeah, dog. Like,
what
are we doing here?
We just met in a dark alley. Don't claim to me that you've got like a brand new watch from me that I need.
Yeah. Nobody ran into LeBron James on Craigslist.
Correct.
Fucking around.
Okay, so I think we should go straight into this ayahuasca situation and we'll figure out what's going on. First post is titled again, free dash curious about ayahuasca but afraid to try, which seems like, are we giving free ayahuasca here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing no, because this is Craigslist, but who knows? There is one picture with the ad. And this is honestly the picture you would expect with an ayahuasca conversation.
This looks like it looks like a person died on a playground. They're now going into the afterlife.
I was going to say that someone met their end on a roller coaster.
This looks like my character on Roller Coaster Tycoon when I just build half of it and then watch them plummet down to their deaths. Yeah. That's this guy.
And they play like a little sequence because there's like a silhouette of a person standing on the edge of what could be called a playground, a warped playground ladder or something. And then like the sun is shining through them. And there's also flowers. So yeah, this person's clearly dead or experiencing the ego death of ayahuasca, but I'm going to say real dead because it's too many nice colors. We all know that an ayahuasca experience is not all sunshine and literal flowers or roses. Okay. So the text begins. Hey, everyone, addressing the assembled crowd. Are you curious about ayahuasca but afraid to try? Why not try hypnosis first? Which seems like a
second.
Yeah. It seems like
that seems like nothing like what you got me in here with.
That's correct. I would think
they double sold us, bro. This is pissing me off now.
Yeah, correct. Then this person continues, says, recall and recall and reclaim a strength you had in your past life, which I'm guessing is a theme park surrounded by flowers. Find out, and there's a list, what country it was, what year it was, which honestly, You know what? I'm going to keep reading and I will double back on this year thing. What you did for a living, what happened in your past life, who you knew then from today's friends and family, and then understand the connection between past life and today's life. From the comfort of your home with a guided meditation, you will recall several scenes and bring back a strength you had in your past life. I'm a female hypnotist with more than a decade of experience. This is not a job, I don't think. Scroll down the page and click, which, by the way, we don't have to scroll at all. There's a click right below what this person says. Free past life regression meditation. And there's a link, pastlifediscovery.com. And we got a smiley face, namaste. And I mean, there's like words at the bottom that are clearly like them trying to like, tag it or something. Mm-hmm. And then conversation says see ad, which I'm pretty sure we've seen. Mm-hmm. That's the post.
This has introduced ayahuasca, hypnosis, and time travel as and
meditation
and doesn't offer me any money to like take out the trash or whatever I'm actually gonna have to do.
Yeah.
This is a job that someone
supposedly
this is posted in jobs.
This is under creative gigs.
Yeah.
Oh my Lanta. This I can't even. First of all, namaste. Isn't that yoga? Like what are we doing here, dude?
Yes, that's correct. I do think it's a phrase that's been borrowed from yoga. So who knows? There could be Pilates in the game.
There's just triple selling us on bullshit, and let me tell you, I like it. I like it a lot, dude. I do. There's something about someone just bullshitting me with something that makes no sense. That
this person
really gives me good ASMR in the back of my head, dude.
That's a good point. This person is sort of in a constant pivot to a new topic that is they're hoping to catch you with, Yeah,
they really are pump faking a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's like if you run into someone who's trying to pretend like they know someone, like, oh, do you know Sarah? You don't know Sarah. Well, the teaching over the high school where you went to school, the Rams, the Dodgers, the Friends. Anyway, it's right behind the supermarket that we're both in. Oh, you're leaving? It's a parking lot. I like parking lots too. It's just you're always turning around and you're not even 360ing. You're like in a constant, you're
it's
looping.
Like a 180.
You're somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
So it's a best case scenario, manic personality. I do think I am a little mad. Okay. I'm not super familiar with the past life, chronologies, right? Oh. I'm not familiar with past lives in general, but I thought that if you're doing the past life thing, it's just sort of like back to back. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Like she's pitching that maybe you died in 1944 and did nothing until you were born again.
That's what I'm saying. And I guess you could put a pin and just say like, oh, I'm discovering who I was in medieval times or whatever. But I would just think it'd be what year it was. It's like, well, I was born in 1986. So I'm hoping that it was 1985.
Right.
And then my soul took a break, took a lap or something and then started up again.
But it's also like, why she's just assuming that we've only had one past life because it just says what happened in your past life.
Right.
In what year was like what? You don't think I maybe have had like 3 or 4 past lives?
Yeah, or 700.
Sat on top of this broken roller coaster track a couple of times that you grabbed off Google Images. That makes no fucking sense to me. Also, it's located in the dog patch of San Francisco, and there's no shot that any psychics live in this area.
Yeah.
Unless this psychic works at a fucking brewery, there's no shot that she's an actual psychic.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see something like Dolores Park, maybe a little more like east, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Or something.
No.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this person, you could call her a liar, but we're not quite sure what the truth started with. So yeah, you're always scheming. I am going to click on this website really quick.
Maybe that's where she's just drinking is in Dog Park.
That could be it.
That's where she's just set up and hanging out outside
or
the bar.
doing ayahuasca. Right. I think
wait a minute, that was ayahuasca.
We've taken a bunch of leaps, but I think it's important to remember that like ayahuasca is an extreme experience. Like it's not mushrooms, it's ayahuasca, right? Mm-hmm. And if you're like, hey, you're afraid,
kill the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Have you guys done it?
No,
I have not.
No?
You?
No, I look like I've done it. I look like an ayahuasca
Yeah,
fucking shaman right now, but definitely not done it.
I had a boss who did ayahuasca and he sucked. He sucked before he did it and he sucked afterwards.
You do it at work?
Really?
What's up?
You do it at
I
work?
said, really? Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, he didn't do it at work. He went to Peru and got like he paid for whatever, like an experience. And he came back and he was nice for like a week. like he was a real piece of shit. So it was a nice week, like he was just very like chill, but also like he could have like I've seen people that go to just regular vacation to Florida and they come back and they're nice for a week, So I don't know if he did try to be vegetarian for a little bit and then immediately abandoned it because again, he's a bad person, right? Like I don't think ayahuasca turned him around. He's still kind of a shitbag. So that's my like closest experience because I worked with him for a long time. Well, a few months before, and then a few months after, I was like, "No, this is no good."
Oh man,
this is exactly whom I thought it was.
Yeah. This is exactly how she sits in chairs every time.
We have a person, a gal who is AC Slatering a wooden chair. She's sitting on a backwards style. She's leaning on her hands resting on the back of this chair. And there's pictures of her. There's more pictures of her. And
it looks like she can't hold up her head with the way she takes pictures.
I clicked on too many things. It looks like, yeah, that's true. Her hand is typically always holding her head up. There are lots of YouTube videos here. I think this person is actually all about past life regressions only. That's based off of the quick scan of this page.
No. If you look, she says, "Hey, I'm Orly, a past life regressionist, hypnotist, and Reiki master."
That's true.
And that's like, isn't that like massaging?
Yes, I believe.
I thought it was like a Street Fighter thing.
No, I think Reiki is a kind of massage body. I think it's like body work. I don't even know if you would call it massage. I think
isn't that like when you rub your body all over someone else's body?
I think isn't that when you do it with somebody?
I'm pretty sure.
But I do. There's
she just like rubbing the bottom of her chin all over you this whole time.
Yeah, I think so.
So anyway, that's this person. And I think they honestly could have just started and said like, "Hey, are you curious about past lives?" Right? Instead of, "Do you want to try ayahuasca?" But wait.
Hey man,
what if you try past lives?
That's a hypnotist that has studied Google SEOs. Okay. So we can't be mad at her.
Yeah, marketing
she definitely got us.
We clicked it.
The shit out of us.
That's true. If there was a past lives post, I don't think Nick or I in our scanning would have even stopped.
Whatever your interaction with her is, you're not coming back saying, "I just had a gig." You're
not coming back the same. Okay, well, so I'm gonna say. Fuck,
it looks like she's in LA, bro. It looks like she's in LA too.
What do you mean?
Look at it. Look at the number.
Oh, you're right. 323.
Oh shit.
As an area code. Oh god.
Oh man.
So.
Oh shit. This person's in my apartment right now.
Is she behind me? Is she on this podcast, Mark? Is this you? In a past life and a current life, I'm Mark Smalls. So this person, constant mistruths. So I don't. I'm gonna say no, but that's because I don't want to invite her into my space right now because she could be outside the door and it could be a vampire thing.
Yeah, I was saying 100%.
Also,
invite her in. She's in.
There's no job here. Not a job. No job.
Yeah.
Not even a mention. She's clearly just trying to get me to pay her to do something. So no.
Yeah. The job is going to end up being something like she's like, "Hold my cape" or something weird, and I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
I do. I want to work for her. 100% I would. 100% I'd work for her. Mm-hmm. I'd figure out my own job title with her.
That's true.
I'd learn how to do hypnotist.
Yeah, you could define your position, I think, if this, if you even just said you had like during a meditation, it's like, I think you should be paying me more, or at all. So yeah, medium, fuck this place. Let's move on to need skate filmers. And I do like filmers, not just like shooters or I don't know. There are 17 pictures here. We're going to breeze through these, but they are, I think, all skateboarding. First pick is what could be a rail grind or something, like it's on on the curb.
Chase, that's a crooked grind. Actually,
I'm so sorry.
That's what we call a crooked grind.
We got a bit of a crooked grind going on here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then picture. Oh, go ahead.
I was just say like on some sort of like a metal bench or like on the table.
Yeah, it could be a skate park. Yeah, it could be a metal bench. Yeah. Very metal bench. We got a nice groove down the center here.
Yeah,
so,
it really burns your hands when you sit down there.
Absolutely. No one's using this bench. It's only for skateboarders. Who would sit on a bench that hot? Picture number 2, person on a skateboard about to hit some stairs. I'm guessing 3, maybe 4 stairs.
Yeah, I'm guessing 3, 4 tops.
Yeah. We got some nice sort of gentrified apartments in the background. So this person's about to get in big trouble.
That's Emeryville.
Could be. Yeah. And picture number 3 is them hitting the.
He meant to make this like a flip book. It's like the next slide.
That's correct.
That's a flip book.
Yeah, we're doing a flip book here. He's landing it. Okay, next flip is about to hit some stairs, but he's gonna do the rail. It's like at a skate park.
It's what we call a hubba ledge. Chase.
Oh, this is a hubba ledge.
This is a hubba ledge.
Hubba ledge.
Okay, we got a bit of a hubba ledge here.
And he's doing a backside nose slide, which these tricks that he's like presenting, I'm gonna go ahead and say this guy does not need skate filmers. He needs to work on his craft a little more.
Okay, got
it. Okay.
All right. So he did land that one in our pictures.
Did.
Oh, yes, and we see him riding away and smiling, which I think
very
is
happy
nice.
about. Very pleased with himself here.
Which is
that
good.
Dude he is 44 years old.
Very possible. Okay, number 12 of 17. We have our next flip book. He's approaching a curb.
He's going up a step. Is that what?
Nope. Yeah, I think it's just like you know how like people do ramps really bad, and there's always like a little tiny, like it's like a tiny little quarter pipe. I think he's hitting that. And he got some air, and he's doing a manual.
That is a manual
on the other side. Woo, baby. And now he's riding away and going back down the thing he came up. And that is the.
Do you think he just uploaded some GIFs and it didn't work? Because these are just one frame apart.
I think you can't. I think you can't upload GIFs on.
I think he found out you can't upload GIFs on Craigslist. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair. Okay. And then in all caps, the text begins and it says, "Skate filmers only. Do not respond if you are not a skate filmer. This is a very."
No fucking posers here.
No posers in the film department. This is a very specific niche market. I would actually not call skating particularly niche, but it is. I mean, it is a niche, but I wouldn't call it very specifically niche.
Yeah.
You know,
it's this new thing called skateboarding. Trying this out.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure niche means very specific. So I don't think you need very specific.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's 3 of the same fucking words.
That's correct. Okay. And then the post continues. I'm a skateboarder and have been skating for 3 years.
Yes, you have. Okay. I can tell by the fucking GIFs. He's been skateboarding for 3 years.
And this person continues. I'm decent enough to want a filmer.
No, you're not. You're not decent enough to want to. You're not. Not.
Okay. Out of curiosity, right? We are going to finish the post, but what would in photo land? What would it be? Would it just be a shitload of air or something? You know, like that would be like an immediate. Yes, this person needs to be filmed.
I mean, you're not posting on Craigslist if you need to be filmed.
Okay,
I promise you that.
Yeah, you're just skating, and then people are gonna be like, "Hey, can I film you? You're pretty fucking good."
Yeah. That's pretty much how that works.
Because at skate parks, people are, it's a community of sorts.
Yeah, I also just don't know what qualifies anyone to be decent enough at anything. Like it just.
That's true. Maybe you should just be filming.
Phrase that in a different way. I mean, just. You can't ask one of your friends. First of all, have some friends. How do you not have any friends if you've been skating for 3 years? Ask them if you're decent.
Maybe you're very mean. Maybe you're a mean skateboarder. I'd like to really take this as far as I can while I'm still young. So could be 39 instead of 40, Mark.
Yeah, I'm still very. I'm curious. I think he's definitely above 30.
Okay, it says here are some links so we can check out those links in a minute.
I can't wait.
My proudest work is the last one, so we'll just look at the last one, which is just 2. So anyway, I wouldn't say the last in a list of 2.
Skip over all that first one and get right to the last one.
You could have just shown me just the last one. That would have been fine. And then he says, I have hella spots and a lot of great ideas, but I need the pressure of being in front of a camera to really go for it. Bit of a jackass situation. Like my first crooked grind? ? Totally accidental, but it was legit. Accidental, but it happened.
I hate this guy so much.
I appreciate this person's bald confidence.
Dude, this guy's an undercover cop. He doesn't know how to talk. Like anybody.
That is possible.
This guy definitely works for the FBI. He's definitely police, 100%.
or ROTC, if he's young. I don't know what'll happen, but I hope to go far doing this. I hope that for you too. Genuinely, I'm looking for someone very serious and interested in building with me. As such, no flakes, no cats. Is that a thing? No cats?
What's no cats mean?
I think that's what they say on Grinder. They say don't flake and don't. I think he's saying catfish. No catting off. No catting off.
Oh, catting off.
Yeah, like leaving, like being a cat.
Just like doing what cats do, which is be like, who gives a shit and I'll leave. Okay, fair. Serious filmers only, in all caps. I want to avoid shelling out 1,000 plus for the Thrasher guys. Yeah, I don't think you want. Look, I don't know how good you are, but I'll tell you what, you don't need the Thrasher guys. Even if you are good, you don't need the Thrasher guys. You can film it on your own.
You need seriously one friend. One friend is what you need.
You need that one kid from Rocket Power who wasn't that good at skating, but was good at video. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the video. I don't think we're going to have any audio here, but that's fine. This is a person who's skating.
40 years old, bro.
This person does look not super young. What we are witnessing is, I would consider, a pretty standard skate video with a person catching rails here. Catching rails is what the kids say.
This is exactly what you do. You do this for the first 5 years where you slow motion the same fucking trick 4 times.
Yeah.
That means absolutely nothing. There's nothing in this guy's footage that he needs to filmer.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, here's my question. How'd you get this film in the first place?
Yeah.
Because we're watching a YouTube video, maybe, but yeah, you're right. That's correct. Mark is correct. In this 2-minute video, we have for sure first crooked guy. This guy, he's labeling it and wearing a Thrasher shirt.
He's high-fiving someone. You tell me you don't know anyone? Who are you high-fiving off camera then? There's a guy right there.
Okay, we're going to back up here. We've got to see our friend. Maybe he is paying this person because, he high-fives somebody, and then we're going back to this crooked guy grind and replaying.
Spelled it wrong, by the way. Spelled it all fucked up.
And then we have a guy.
Spelled it all fucked up.
And then the guy who's doing the video honestly looks like an age-appropriate man for the man who's skateboarding. Yeah. He also looks a little bit older, and
Yep. It's a couple of 40-year-olds just trying to
make it in life. It's good to have a hobby, I think.
I think
there's a person falling. Same guy.
I think he's
No, carry on.
No, I was gonna skip to the end and just say that it's cool that you want to have a hobby, like you're saying, Chase, but it's like, I feel like this guy is being a dick throughout this thing where he's asking for help, and he's kind of like being shitty to me the whole time, and also talking to me in a lingo I don't understand. And honestly, he looks like he's closer to my age than he is the fucking 16-year-olds who actually know how to skateboard.
That does seem true.
Why can't I understand what you're saying?
Yeah, if this was a 12-year-old or like a 14-year-old or something who was saying, I've been doing it for 3 years and you made a million missteps on Craigslist, I'd be like, all right, man, whatever. But like this person, you've been on Craigslist before. You probably had to look for a job on Craigslist before.
Yeah, this guy works in an accounting department. Why don't you know how to post this?
And why don't you know how to be nice to people by now?
I mean, for compensation, he said, tell me your rate. And then in parentheses, he says, F any.
That's true. I forgot.
Which is just the most bullshit thing to be like, yeah, you know what? I probably won't pay you.
Yeah, that's
right. Like, if you have something, I guess like we could talk about it.
Yeah. That's correct.
Get the hell out of my face, buddy. Skating for 3 years. I mean, that's classic shit. The comedian that like has been doing comedy for a month, and then they're trying to sell merch after their open mic sets.
Yes,
that's
correct.
Exactly what that. It's the same fucking industry. This guy's a classic narcissist. He needs to pick up a microphone and grind out the open mics for a couple of years. He can't. He's not gonna make it in skateboarding, bud. It's over for you, bro. Once you pass 12, if you're fucking 12 and up and you can't kickflip, you're fucking done, dog. It's over for you, dog.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. And especially since like this person's clearly been at skate parks. Have you not looked around at the 12-year-olds? Because they're fucking rule.
Insane.
Yeah.
They're insane now, dude. I'm so glad, because I grew up, I was trying to become a professional skateboarder when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I never continued with it.
Yeah. There's not a 12-year-old who's like thinking they're going to be pro that can't do a standing backflip right now.
Right.
Like just standing in the middle of a mall. Like, I'll do a backflip right fucking now.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
I want nothing to do with this. I didn't like this guy before, but Mark, your passion has made me hate him.
Oh, I hate this guy so much, bro. But this guy's trying to buy Bitcoin at 45,000 and trying to get rich. It's like you missed the fucking boat, dog. It's already over. It already happened. It's done.
Yeah, and it's like and it's like okay, man, to just like skateboard. You know, it's okay. It's okay to go to the park and skateboard and fuck around with your buddies and drink some beer and like go home. Like that's a very respectable Saturday. You know, like it's fine.
Don't involve me.
Yeah. Don't bully me into not getting paid to make edits of your shit. So yeah, we're gonna just all say fuck this place. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
Wanted to remind you that you can text the podcast anytime you want.
Night or day, whenever the hell you want.
It's fine. It's the number is 470-BAD-JOBS. The actual numbers are 470-223-5627. That's the number.
So yeah, anytime you want. Like I said, middle of the night, whenever. We don't got jobs right now. Whatever's going on with you is going on with us.
I mean, absolutely. Maybe you still have a job and it's like shitty. You can tell us about that. Maybe you don't have a job and it was shitty before.
Maybe you're getting one of those weird like temperature forehead checks right now.
For sure.
You want to pull out your phone and just say, you know what, fuck you guys. I'm going to text 470-BAD-JOBS.
470-223-5627 is the number. That is the number. And you can also call us if you want, but I mean, whatever. It's your choice. That's the point here.
Mark, what is the first job you ever had?
First job I ever had was at a place called Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Hell yeah.
Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
Papa
Take and bake pizza.
You take it and you bake it.
You take it and you bake it. And God, it was awesome. I loved it.
Really?
For like a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. How old were you?
I was probably 16 years old with the worker's permit. Like as soon as I turned 16, because that's what I needed a job. I needed to buy skateboards. I wanted to have gas money and
wanted to have your life stuff you were doing. I wanted
to have my life. Yeah, dude, I was independent, bro. I was like, I was ready to make it. I was ready to hire my own skateboard filmer.
Filmer. We never even looped back on just the constant use of the word filmer.
Yeah, filmer.
So how did you get the job? Did you know anybody there? Or?
Yeah, I had a buddy who was also a skater. He was working there and he recommended me, got the job pretty much while I was working there within I think I worked there for maybe a year, just absolutely ran the place into the ground. They had to switch owners.
Okay.
The original owners sold it because it wasn't making any money, even though it was busy. And I don't want to incriminate myself, but you could put two and two together.
Yeah. We're probably past the statute of limitations on that, but you're right.
Yeah,
there was money being exchanged and a bunch of pepperonis.
Oh my God, dude. I fed all of my friends. I fed all of my family. I mean, I'm talking free
You're
pizzas.
A hero.
Oh, I was that job put me in the social status of an upper echelon.
You were like the Robin Hood of pizza. The Robin Hood of frozen pizza.
Cookie dough, dog.
Cookie dough guy.
Sodas. I always had sodas for you. I had free toppings.
I got sodas for you, buddy. Pop in.
Oh, so many sodas, bro. So many sodas. Salads.
What kind
I
of
had
soda?
all the shit.
Oh, yeah. You got friends who are like, give me a Sierra Mist and a Caesar salad. What kind of sodas does Papa Murphy's have? Are they Pepsi or are they Coke?
No, that was it. That was a good call. It was Sierra Mist. It was Pepsi. It was. So I didn't like it because I'm more of a Coca-Cola guy, but
Same.
I mean, it was awesome, dude. The job itself, when it was busy, it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah.
But it was pretty tight. Because on Halloween, you would have just everybody and their mother's mother trying to get frozen pizzas from you. Literally.
Because they're having trick-or-treaters over, they're getting 4 pies.
And it's just me and another skater kid just getting high in the walk-in. We would have bring a bong in there, just get stoned in the walk-in, come out and have the customers be like, it smells like pot. And you're like, oh no, we're gonna get fired. We never got fucking fired.
Yeah. Because nobody's coming in there but customers. Like, did you have a manager or something?
I mean, the two owners, very weird dynamic. One of it was like a husband and wife. The lady was like very Hillary Clinton-esque.
Okay.
Had that kind of
a bit of like a boss bitch, like a
yeah. And the husband was like an ex-tweaker, if not probably still used it a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, like
an odd couple to
drug
say
addict energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like you would have to count the fucking pepperonis. You would like you would be like putting pepperonis on a pizza, and he'd be like, well, how many are you at? You'd be like, I don't know, like 24. And he's like, no, you're at 31. Take him off, and you got to restart it. And it's like, oh,
whoa,
shit, buddy, like, come on, man.
Pepperoni Nazi.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like you would literally have to count every single topping, weigh all the toppings. It was
So how often were they there?
They were there. This is a long time ago, dog. I'm old. They were there not all the time. They were there not all the time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you clearly had opportunities where you could go smoke in the walk-in.
Oh yeah, dude. Like they
So
it
wasn't all the time.
They weren't there all the time. They would leave, we had an older, like, that was in high school was our manager. Like, you would have the day manager or whatever, who was also stealing money from the place. But like you would get a call, like, because he would just I think they had multiple. They would like drive around and like check in on you from the window. So like I would get a call randomly and be like, why are you wearing that hat? Because I would have like, a different hat, and he would just be like creeping, spying on us and shit. And then he would show up unannounced. That was his thing. They would show up unannounced to try to catch you getting high in the walk-in.
Never try to catch you wearing weird hats or whatever he thought was going
dude,
on.
like not tucking in shirts and putting fucking 40 pepperoni when you should only put 30. Fuck out of here. Fucking bullshit.
It blows my mind. This is not the first time we run into this like level of random multi like micromanager status, but like what do they, when they leave, what do they feel? They like just fuck yeah, put a 14-year-old in his fucking place.
Like today. They're gonna go have sex in the back seat of their own car after this.
Yeah. Just sort of like, I'm going to Lyft. I feel good. I feel real good. This is gonna be a 2 a day. We're going for it.
Yeah, it was very weird. They only were there for like, I would say like 6, like half the time I was working there, and then they were like, you know what, we're selling all of our stores, and we're done.
So what happened with the new owner? Did they like
then like
show up?
These like new people bought it, and we must have went through like 3 or 4 managers like really quick. I remember like these new people kept new manager, they're gone, new manager, they're gone, new manager. And it was just bad, dude. Like they couldn't figure out why the store wasn't making any money.
Because literally everybody's stealing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, these people can't be that smart or even that perceptive when they're showing up if you're getting high and giving away that much stuff. You know what I mean? If you're giving away so much stuff, you're putting the company out of business. They're not, and like he just comes in, he's preoccupied with pepperonis. Not that smart.
You're missing the wrong way.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And also like, I know this sounds crazy, but like just hire somebody who will do all that mean shit for you, but actually pay them okay. You know what I mean? Right. Just get a manager and be like, all right, no, like I'm gonna pay you enough that you're not gonna want to steal. And I'll give you bonuses or something. You know what I mean? Just like employ one person to yell at everybody else, right? Like there's plenty of power hungry, former shift leads out there, that are more than happy to just be like, no, that's too much cheese, But
I remember,
for you to do it means you're dumb, I think.
They actually they gave, my buddy or like the guy that trained me, who was like a little higher, they made him like a bigger manager. but he just only stole more, you know, like he was the one that told me how to steal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
then it was like, oh, I got the big spot. I'm like, holy shit, you're going deep into the company now, huh? I mean, he was like one step away from embezzlement.
Yeah, I'm the CEO of this publicly traded company. The Wall Street Journal is about to come out on like this groundbreaking report, and I will be indicted by a grand jury for 45 pepperonis and also $45,000 a day.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
wild.
man.
Wow.
So did you leave before it shut
Okay.
down? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember pounding dough. This is how I left like every job for the next 12 jobs I had.
Yeah.
Pounding dough with like the day manager and then the new like boss manager, and she was just ruthless, right? And then the day manager was just kind of an idiot, but like he was like an older guy that they brought in, and he was just you could tell like he was just down on his luck. He was he needed this job for his PO, you know, or something. And I remember her saying something like, blah, 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 blah. You got to do this. You got to start doing this. And then you can do that. And we'll talk about that though on Monday. And I just remember being like, you know what? Nope, we won't talk about this on Monday. She goes, why not? I go, because I fucking quit. And I remember doing the apron off, middle of the shift, apron off, like gave the dude manager like a look, and he was like, he gave me the look of like, I understand.
Yeah.
You know, they're
like via con Dios, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. And I just fucking pieced out of that place. Never even looked back. God, I remember that though. I don't remember a lot of the day to day, but I do remember being like, yeah, it's fucking, we're done here.
Yeah.
16 years old, feeling like a 38-year-old lit up a cigarette with like, on the market. I got to look for another job now.
Yeah. Pit stains underneath your like white button up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny though that like you have this like really cool, like grandiose, like stand, like, no, I'm not going to take this. And you walk out and then you leave and they're like, that guy was stealing thousands of dollars of stuff every day. That guy with his chest all out has run this company into the ground with his best friend. One cookie dough at a time.
Yeah, dude.
He's so proud.
Yeah. I was definitely making a lot of money for my age.
What blows my mind is that there's a pretty good margin in those stores. So for the entire store to not be making money, and so much so that it's not profitable,
dude,
everyone has got to be stealing so much.
There's nothing that they have to pay for the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then like toppings they get for free, you know.
Dough is cheap as fuck. It's just flour and shit.
They're selling sodas for like there's
the upmark on that is that's crazy. There's no reason that should go out.
And yet you and your crack team brought it down.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we fucked that place
bit
up.
by bit. And the best way to do it too, which is completely disorganized. You know, if you formed an organization, you know, like a crime ring or something, that would get busted up. But you're just all, you know, let's call it 6 or 7 individual actors, just all doing dumb shit, you know, and then off it goes.
Yeah.
And
who's
I
hurt?
remember the guy
Tweaker?
that got me the job. The guy that got me the job, he had left. Like I was the last one standing there, right? Like I have a problem of like staying in toxic relationships for way too long. And so I remember he had got a job at another pizza shop afterwards. And I was like, bro, I need a job. And he was like, yeah, but we can't, like, you can't do what you did. I was like, bro, I promise I won't. And then he got me the job at that pizza spot. Started doing that at that pizza.
Yeah. Because once a crook, always a crook.
Very true. Very true.
Right. Let me ask you, when you like, how long before you got your second job when you were like, I'm going straight and narrow, I'm living.
How long did you hold the line?
Before you were like, I gotta eat this cookie dough.
Like how long was I straight and narrow at the first job?
No, the second job. The first one was corrupt from the beginning.
Shit, dog. Pretty I was pretty immediate of like trying to figure out how I could squeeze it. Because I got the second job as like a delivery driver.
Okay.
And that that was actually cool. Like I was just doing prep work and back, and I was a daytime delivery driver, so I would just like drive during the day. And then there wasn't really much you could do besides like take food and shit, but you couldn't really do that.
Yeah, because you're a delivery driver.
Learning like the gas scheme of like, you know, my manager would be like, go fill up the truck, go put, you know, $40 in the truck.
Right.
And I remember being like, okay. And then like maybe getting my receipt for $40, maybe pumping $7 into the gas tank and then going back into the place and being like, yeah, let me get the change. Like handing him the $40, like, hey, I pumped this gas, him going out to the truck and be like, bro, we have a quarter of a fucking tank. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's not
it's great. I got this receipt here though. I don't know.
I got the receipt, dog. I don't know what you want me to fucking
They're putting air in the gas now. It's just less of it.
I saw it on the news. Weird. Air in the gas.
Gas air.
But that's the thing. It's like, you know, 16 years old, like they're paying, I was getting paid like $6-7 an hour, bro. You can't do shit with that, you know?
You need $17.
That's they only pay you enough to keep you coming back to that job, and that's it. It's just I'm paying to work at this point.
So in those games, but you were delivering most of the time with that one.
Delivering, then I got into too many car accidents.
Okay, in the company truck, you said?
No.
Okay,
not in the company, of my own. But they
just heard through the grapevine.
Kicked me off the insurance. I like got kicked off the insurance, so I had to pivot into like an in-house position where I was like, I went from being a host and then I started serving.
Okay, so it's like a restaurant.
Being the waiter. Yeah, and that ruined my whole life. Then I was a waiter for the next 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the trouble. I mean, that is a solid point that like there are two roads in the restaurant world, and it's front of house and back of house. And once you're on one for a little while, unless you like have a good push, you know, towards the other direction, you're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay front or back.
Oh yeah, there's no pivoting like halfway through. I was front of the house for the rest. But I had worked in the back of the house, you know, to begin with. So I had always been able to like establish good relationships with it. I'm not a fucking dick, you know.
Yeah,
I was never like the front of the house guy where all the kitchen staff hated. You know?
Correct. It's literally just be a person who understands how food gets prepared, and then it takes a while.
Yeah. And it's like I'm stealing up here, so you know. What do you want?
I'm stealing up here, so whenever you guys want to get that steak out, that's fine.
Wherever you put me, I will steal. I don't care. I'll put a menu in my pocket. I don't give a fuck. All right, I'm trying.
A menu.
Okay. All right, Mark. So that was your first job. What would you say is the worst job you've ever had?
Oh my God, the worst job. Fuck, I've had a couple. Dude, I was a Segway tour guide.
Hell yes.
4 days.
For how many days?
For maybe 4 days.
Okay.
That was a horrible job.
Yeah.
I didn't even really make it to the lead a tour on yourself, because on the final day it was raining and I like laid the Segway down in the mud, because like you would go through, like it was in San Francisco, so you would have to like go through like trails and shit. So sometimes it was like dirt. Well, one day it was like raining and we're still fucking training this trail, and I laid it down and then like fell into the mud, couldn't get the Segway out of the mud. Then the fucking thing died and they all left. I didn't have a cell phone. I have this 50-pound Segway that's just like what, and I have nowhere to go, bro. And I literally sat in the rain getting poured on with this Segway until like finally 30-45 minutes later, someone realizes like, oh, where the hell is Mark? Comes back, picks me up in the van, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, we didn't know, sorry. The next day you had to call in and be like, what shifts do I have? Yeah. And it was raining again. And I was like, are we working? He's like, yep, come on down. I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking coming on down.
What the fuck?
I was like, we're done.
Yeah. Okay, break this down for me. Okay, so you guys are like, your Segway gang is just going through. How deep are you guys? How many is this? Is just you and the person training, or is like the whole group?
Shit, I think it was like 5 or 6 deep. I mean,
are you on a tour?
If you're a tour, there's like more than that. There's like, like 8 to 10 people.
Got it.
So like
I was in a training group.
Yeah, caboosing.
Okay.
That and it seemed like it was going to be really cool. I was like, I'll get out of the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I'll be a trainer.
Yeah.
That shit sucked. The worst job though, I mowed lawns. I would have to say that was the one job that I absolutely hated.
Yeah.
Me and
Okay.
a buddy, we lived up in Tahoe.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
I was a lawn landscaper guy. You know,
Okay.
we had our own truck. We had every day. We would get to the place at 6 o'clock in the morning. We would have our list of lawns to mow, and we just knock them off all day. And that was the hardest working bullshit job.
Mhm.
It was vicious.
How long, like how long does the list take you? 8 hours, 10 hours?
Like 8 hours, bro, 8 to 10 hour days, bro.
Yeah.
Here at 6-7:30, we would leave at 6 o'clock, and I would just be dead, dude.
Yeah.
It was a 9 to. It was like a job,
Mhm.
a jobby job,
Mhm.
and that shit was brutal, bro. Brutal. You're waking up early. The grass is still wet. The lawnmowers are from 1965, so the fucking grass.
It's just like that red click, 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 click. There's like
bro. Yeah, dude. And you're like you're shoveling out clumps of fucking grass every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate it. And it was always so heavy to get the fucking lawnmower back into the truck.
Yeah, because it's full of wet grass.
It's just
it's just so. Oh God, I hated it, bro. I hated it so much, bro.
Okay, so let's talk about these lawnmowers for a second. How many lawnmowers did you have available? Were any of them ride-on lawnmowers? Like,
no. Come on, ride-on lawnmower. What the fuck you think this is?
Yeah,
I
Chase
just
is putting on the Ritz over here.
I was just hoping that they had one in the fleet,
No, we had 2 mowers, which were both ass. They were shit mowers, shitty fucking mowers.
Yeah,
These things fucking sucked.
yeah.
Then we had a weed whacker, which, I was never good at the weed whacking.
Yeah.
So my buddy was usually like the weed whacker.
Uh-huh.
He was the driver, he was the whacker, and he got me the job. So like he was kind of like he took it a little easier than I took it, even though I tried to take it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
2 lawnmowers. And that's really it. We would just mow the lawns.
Yeah,
Our boss,
just like you would think a lawn gets mowed. That's how how you would do it.
Yeah, but like our boss would have to make sure they were like straight lines in the fucking and he would go by and be like, because a lot of times, within a month, I'm like, dog, we don't even need to mow this lawn. We could just say we did.
Because look at it.
Because you would just roll it and nothing would happen. Like it was just short, bro. It was shit grass. It'd be like, so we would get in trouble for that. No, it was cool because we would take breaks. Me and my buddy, we'd go to the beach and smoke some weed, take an hour or two. We had a little bit of our freedom.
Yeah.
But every day I prayed for rain so we didn't have to work. Every fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember I got caught trying to, we were mowing this lawn, and then the old lady from the next door comes out. She's like, how much does it cost to mow the lawn? And I was like, listen, I'm here every Tuesday. Just give me $40 cash.
Right.
And I'll mow your lawn too.
Uh-huh.
And I remember like mowing that lawn and the boss like pulling up. Being like, the fuck are you mowing this lawn for? I was like, oh, I got the addresses mixed up. I'm sorry. And then she came out with a check and tried to pay him. And there was this whole thing of like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I never talked to this lady in my entire life.
Yeah. I don't know this lady. I'm scared of her. As a matter of fact, she was mowing the lawn and I stopped her. So I started. I'm trying to save her life. That's wild.
So your boss was like that. Is that you told that story with a cadence that I was like, dude, he's gonna kill this old lady. That's what's gonna happen at the end of this story. But it was like so your boss was just that he was just tripping that bad about you mowing an extra lawn. He was just like,
because it's his money. He doesn't want
money.
Getting money on the side.
Yeah. He's like, first you're eating the cookie dough. now
first you convinced me to sell cookie dough.
Yeah.
and then you're eating it. And
you're fucking helping out senior citizens on the side.
Yeah. It's rough. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
What's up? Keep going. No,
I was just gonna say, so you're working with your buddy. How much bigger was this company? Was it just you two and this owner? Like,
yeah, it was us two and the owner had like a couple of dudes that work for him, like on like actual landscaping, right?
Got it.
Sodding, planting, shit like that.
We
did the kind of like the easy work.
Yeah. You were just the mowing crew.
we were just a mowing crew. It was cool. We had that freedom, and like up in Tahoe, It's very hard to get a job during the summertime.
Yeah.
It's a small town. Everyone's fighting for a job.
And there's also a lot of people in town, right? For the summer.
Yes, yeah. And so we were the mower guys, and like it was kind of a coveted job to get.
Right, because it's
I
steady.
Just remember just one day being like, bro, I gotta go back to college or some shit because I can't.
I think I need to be a better person or something.
Yeah, dude. Because I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm not a hard worker. I'm not. And there's no way to skate by this any longer.
No,
right.
No, that's very correct. It's very true that like when it comes to landscaping or any of that stuff, it's like you either did it or you didn't.
Right. Yeah.
There's really
he
no
had like
middle
a real come to Jesus moment with like little wet blades of grass on your face.
I swear to God I did, bro. I swear to God I did. We would sit in this truck for an hour before we were like, we would get that we would usually like, we'd have to start by, sun up, right?
Were you just trying to psych yourselves up?
Just trying to psych us. We would just sit there. We wouldn't say a word to each other just for an hour. Just like, and like, I remember one day, I tried to get the thing off and it like smashed my foot, the mower. It was like dead in the morning. And I was like, I will not be coming back here tomorrow. I won't. I can't. I just can't. I won't be doing it.
Okay. So your buddy got the job, but like, how did you get into this situation? Was it that you wanted to spend the summer in Tahoe? You had done it. You had been spent the summer in Tahoe before. Like or was it just that your buddy was like, hey, I'm going to go up to Tahoe and do this fucking thing?
I was living up in Tahoe. I was living up in Tahoe, being a ski bum. I was working at a ski resort.
Got it. And so when summer comes around, you got to do something else.
Yeah. And I tried to get a job at a restaurant there. I went to like the job fair. There was like 150 people for like 3 serving jobs. They made us take a test.
Yeah.
Like I was like cheating on the test. It was fucking bad, dude.
Yeah.
And of course I didn't get that job. And then, they was like, all right, well, if you want to mow lawns, I was like, I mean, it's good money. It was actually not bad money. Like at that time, I think we were getting paid like $12-15 an hour. Yeah. Which was like pretty good. It was more than I was making at the resort, but
you also weren't skiing in between things.
Yeah, dog. Like at least there were perks at the resort. There was no fucking perks on this job, dude. There was no perks.
Yeah. Oh, how did you? I know that we're on this, but how did you like the ski resort thing? Did you do that several seasons, or was it just like a phase of your life, like being in Tahoe? Okay,
for 2 seasons, and I didn't mind it. I was like,
you were just trying to ski more.
Yeah, well, I was just
or snowboard.
I skied for free every day.
Yep, that's the perk. Nice. Huge
got
perk.
Free food and beverage every day.
Another big perk.
Like everything was free.
Especially if you're skiing a lot, you're gonna want to eat a lot of food, right?
Dude. And like you're a rock star if you work at a resort. Everybody, all my buddies were at different parts of the resort. So friends would come in, we'd go get drinks here for free, go eat here for free.
Right.
Mountain. We're riding the lifts before anyone, if we wanted fresh tracks. And I wasn't doing shit. I was taking out the trash, bro. But like, that was fine. I'd throw in my headphones. Yeah. Throw in my headphones and take out the trash for 6 hours, just roam around sweeping. I was like the janitor. Yeah. Fucking awesome. That's awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. So you go from that to like, because like, I mean, I can now I can really see how you would say yes to this because like, well, number one, you had no other choice, but number two, you already had kind of like a pseudo manual labor, like what the fuck ever, I got to do shit all day kind of job. Yeah. But in this case, it was like the deliverables were much higher, right? So like the full fucking lawn's got to get mowed. It's got to look a certain way. And it's all fucking day. And it's just you and your friend and that's it. There's no other variety. Like, and again, no perks. So
no
perks, no
downhill. Variety, just me and him. I hated looking at his fucking face in the morning. I was like so over it.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you work with just like one person, you just you become this you're like an amoeba that has like multiple cells in it or something, but you're just you feel like you're always constantly just fucking stuck to each other. Yeah, a lot of time just looking out any window you have. Yeah,
it was rough, dude. And I thought like how hard could mowing lawns be?
Yeah,
I found out real quick.
Well,
fucking hard.
Very fucking hard. Very fucking hard.
I think part of it's also the volume, right? It's like if you had probably 20% less, maybe you would have been like, all right, this sucks, but it keeps me in Tahoe over the summer and I don't have to fucking, it's not that hard.
I also would never underestimate. I have a job now where I have to load up a truck and having to lift anything heavy in and out of a truck because naturally you get good at things, you think you get good at that stuff, but then you have stuff like what happened with you where you slip once and your whole fucking hand is crushed. I smash my fingers all the time, and it's just and it's your whole fucking day. And then the next day, you're still fucking sore from it. So
yeah, I realized quickly that I'm not the hard worker guy. I'm a charmer. Put me in the front of the house, baby. Fucking let me work the reception desk at this landscaping office. I would have been fucking stoked. But like,
you charm that lady into paying you $40, you know, to lower
that's snitch ass
dude,
lady.
like that, like so quick. I was like, here we go. I'm gonna turn this into a fucking business. And then like within a week got caught. And I was like, I can't even fucking scam this place. I'm done.
I can't scam it. You know, what's the point?
Scam it, dude.
So was the death of the mower, guys. That was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you bounced, and I mean, I guess your friend stayed because he was the weed whacker guy. It wasn't so quite so hard being a weed whacker.
Yeah, and I remember like my roommate that I was living up there with, he took my place and he was like he was a construction guy. So like he was.
So this is easier than construction.
Oh, dude, he was like, I mean, he got promoted to like fucking president real quick. Like this man ran the fucking company within like 6 months. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The same guy, like when I was working at the resort, he like by the next year, we both got hired as trash guys. He was like managing a whole other part of the resort by then.
He's like events director. Yeah. A VIP.
Yeah. He like dives into the job. Me, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to do the job and go home.
I don't even want to do the job.
Were you doing stand-up around this time too, or no?
No, this is all before I started stand-up. This was like kind of the precedent of like what am I gonna do with my fucking life? You know?
Right, but you were also living the life of like a bruh, you know, just like it's Tahoe, dude.
Skater, skier, snowboarder.
The number of people that are trying to play the same game as you, or I mean, it's painfully obvious when you're trying to get a restaurant job, right? Because of all the people that are just like, you know, they just go to Tahoe and they're like, I'm just trying to be here so I don't have to drive here.
100%.
You know, like that's it. And and if I'm going to pick up trash or do whatever the fuck I have to do, I would really rather do it here than do it in Sacramento or do it in the Bay. Like, why would you do that? Okay. Well, Mark, we always close the podcast with 3 questions. Just make sure we kind of covered everything. I'm pretty sure we know the answer to question number 1, which is for this job, when were you done and how did you quit? It was, you knew you needed to quit pretty much as soon as that thing came down on your foot. Yeah,
that was it. That was it. When I was like getting way too tanned and like sunburned, that was also another thing. I was like, I'm fucking nah. I was like, I gotta worry about putting on sunscreen and shit.
Yeah.
And then like I remember being tired at 6:30 in the afternoon and being like ready to go to bed. I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
I can't do it. Yeah, fine. Okay, question number 2. And this may be harder, what's one good thing you would say you took from that bad job? You can do that one or the segue one if this mowing thing's a total wash.
I know how to ride a segue pretty tight now.
Okay, you got some pretty good moves.
And what's one good thing from the lawn mowing job? I mean, dude, I couldn't even tell you.
How good are you at mowing a lawn now?
Horrible.
The same.
Really? Still?
I'm dog shit.
Well, okay. So question.
So bad, dude.
So question. You said that there was kind of a moment, you know, with this job where you're like, what am I doing? Right? Do you think that was like a more serious moment of that? Or do you think it was just kind of like one of many moments like that kind of happened?
That kind of kicked off like, all right, dude, you have to like
you gotta figure
out what is your passion, what do you want to do, and like you're going to have to work hard to get there.
What's worth the struggle?
That's probably maybe that like kicked the light bulb.
Yeah, like you found the most relevant question, maybe not the answer, but just sort of like, okay, so I'm gonna have to suck some nuts no matter what I do.
Yes, 100%.
So what am I willing to struggle for?
Yeah,
fair. Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Me too. Okay. Question number 3 is nothing to do with that job. It's really just like, how you doing? Pandemics happened or is happening or whatever. Any like new directions or like new worldviews or just like, fuck yeah, I'm glad to be back at it or what?
I'm trying to take a little more time to enjoy life and enjoy the presentness. I think the last 10 years I spent grinding open mics and like making sure I was doing 4 or 5 sets a night up when I was living in San Francisco. When the pandemic happened, it was like kind of that fear of missing out kind of like stopped happening so much. And
then, for sure.
Really like, hey, I can actually like chill a night and really enjoy it.
It's like, okay. And maybe even good.
And it really allows me to live a little more, just improve relationships within like my family, things like that. And that was really cool. So now like it's just I'm trying to take time and have fun with life, as opposed to like always being on track to do something.
Like grind only.
Exactly. So I'm doing a lot of fun shit. And it's exciting, bro. And I'm excited to be down here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. All right. Well, Mark, where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found?
Find me on Instagram at Mark_Smalls. I also have a great comedy golf podcast called Country Club Adjacent. We got an Instagram, got TikTok, and we're on anywhere you get your podcast from. You don't have to be a golfer to like the podcast either.
That's why it's adjacent.
Just talk shit to ourselves. So we're not like, what's your favorite 7-iron? We don't give a shit. We don't really talk like that. We're all comedians, so we're just mostly roasting each other's lives where we're at. And then if you like video games and you want to hang out with me, I pretty much stream every day over on twitch.tv/Mark Smalls Live. Big shout out to Jerry's house and the Teehee gang. What
do you play on there, Mark? What are you playing?
I play right now mostly Call of Duty, game called Apex Legends. I do a lot of like React. I'll watch a lot of YouTube stuff, react to it. But mostly first person shooters at the moment.
Cool.
It's fun. It's fun. And it's a great way to like interact with the fans. So it's cool.
Sweet.
And we're building a nice little community over there. So come by, drop a follow, sub if you want.
Sub it up, baby. We'll put the links to the Twitch and the podcast and Instagram for sure in the description of this podcast. So check it out. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, man. It's been a blast.
Fucking hoot.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it, yo.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, and fuck this place.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you had a good time, don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, leave a review, 5 stars, 4 stars. You can give less stars, but don't do that. I mean, you can, but just text us. It's 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. You can just let it out, Get mean. We're here for you. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. Fuck this place.